bat is another name for Kitti's hog-nosed bat. It inhabits limestone caverns near rivers in western Thailand and southeast Myanmar. The size of the colonies varies widely, with 100 people on average living in each cave. The bat hunts for insects in adjacent forests during brief feeding intervals in the evening and early morning. Every year, females give birth to a single child. The smallest type of mole is called an American shrew mole. It is sometimes referred to as Gibbs shrew mole and least shrew mole. Because of its fur, which is a trait of shrews, and its huge head and strong dentition, which are a trait of moles, it is known as a shrew mole rather than just a shrew or mole. It can be found in the northwest of the United States and southwestern British Columbia in moist, wooded, or bushy places with deep, loose soils. With the exception of New Zealand, Malta, Crete, the Azores, and São Tomé, the least weasel, often known as the weasel, is a native of Eurasia, North America, and North Africa. The length of the tail, pelage type, and color all vary locally. Rabbits, other mammals, birds, their eggs, fish, and frogs are also killed and eaten by it. Males have exclusive home ranges that may overlap with or include many female ranges and use olfactory signals to define their territory. The long-tailed planigale, also known as the northern planigale or Ingram's planigale, is a fairly frequent resident of the top end of Australia's black soil plains, clay-soiled woods, and seasonally flooded grasslands. The heads of all planigales are flattened and much wider than they are deep. The goal, it appears, is to enable it to fit into even the smallest dirt fissures in order to find its prey, possibly to avoid predators, or more likely for both of these purposes. The smallest known extant mammal by mass is the Etruscan shrew, sometimes known as the Etruscan pygmy shrew or the white-toothed pygmy shrew. Without the tail, the Etruscan shrew has a body length of roughly 4 centimeters. It is distinguished by extremely quick movements and a quick metabolism. It can pursue creatures that are the same size as itself and feeds primarily on insects and other small vertebrates and invertebrates. These shrews are widespread, ranging from Europe and North Africa to Malaysia, and they enjoy warm, wet areas. Of tiny New World monkeys in the genus Cibuella are known as pygmy marmosets. They are indigenous to the South American western Amazon basin jungles. Being the tiniest monkeys in the world, these primates are noteworthy. With a dominant male, a breeding female, and up to 4 subsequent litters of young, stable troops of 2 to 9 individuals house around 83% of the world's pygmy marmosets. The gang uses a sophisticated system of vocal, chemical, and visual signals to communicate. The smallest rodents is the African pygmy mouse. It is common in sub-Saharan Africa and is maintained as a pet elsewhere in the world. It belongs to the massive superfamily Muroidea, just like the typical house mouse. There are several distinctive characteristics of the African pygmy mouse. In front of its burrow, it builds a stone stack. In the morning, the pygmy mouse sips the dew that has accumulated on the stones overnight. It then retires to its den. Possums are divided into 2 categories. One species also co-occurs in Papua New Guinea and Indonesia. 4 of the species are indigenous to Australia. They consume invertebrates, fruit, seeds, nectar, and pollen as part of their omnivorous, nocturnal diet. They can climb very well. Despite not being able to glide like certain possum species, some species can make great leaps. Despite spending most of their time on the ground, they have a prehensile tail for latching onto branches. Madagascar is home to the mouse lemurs. According to estimates, the 24 species of mouse lemurs descended from a single progenitor 10 million years ago. The omnivorous mouse lemur consumes a variety of foods, including insect secretions, arthropods, small vertebrates, gum, fruit, flowers, nectar, and, depending on the season, leaves and buds. The tiniest brain of any known primate belongs to mouse lemurs. According to genetics, mouse lemurs contribute to a deeper comprehension of the biology, behavior, and health of primates. Malay Peninsula, Borneo, and a few Indonesian islands are home to the pen-tailed tree shrew. The only mammal that is known to regularly drink alcohol is the pen-tailed tree shrew. Consuming burdock palm nectar that has naturally occurring ferment. One of the most alcohol is present in this nectar among natural foods. Pen-tailed tree shrews regularly eat much of this nectar without displaying signs of drunkenness.